Hello future CS, welcome back to my channel again. Your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. If you are new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant, and I have experience of working for Ernst Young and KPMG. And I help CA aspirants like you succeed with practical tips, strategies and support. So if you are a CA final student and the next 75 days are all you have got, this video is for you. I am going to walk you through a powerful 75-day study and revision planner with complete guidance on how to cover the entire syllabus, revise smartly and also stay exam ready. Whether you are just getting started or already halfway through, this plan will help you stay on track and finish strong. So guys, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, when you visit my channel in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA final exam. And there is also playlist for CA final auditing, CA final AFM, and also there is a playlist for this case scenario booklet where I'll be adding more videos by solving the case scenario questions. There is also a playlist as CAGPT for students. In this I have made some videos demonstrating different techniques in which you can use CAGPT while preparing for your CA exams. So please visit my channel and you can watch all of these videos. So this is a 75-day study plan. I have prepared this for September 2025 attempt. However, if you are giving for January 26 or any other attempt also, you can apply this study plan. Hence, I have mentioned the day also here. Day, date, and then we have the slots also. So, whichever attempt you are preparing for, you can follow this study plan. So, before discussing the study plan, let's see some important points. So the first important point is you have to study the study material thoroughly. So it is very important to go through the entire study material and also go through the revision test paper, previous year paper, and also the ICI has released something called as model test papers as well. This is also available on the BOS knowledge portal. You can practice this also to enhance your preparation. So it is very important to study all of this. The next important point is to prepare notes when you are studying, because during the study leave we might have 2-3 months time, but for the exam, in between each exam only 1.5 day time will be there. So that time it won't be practically possible to go through all the study materials, revision test paper, everything. It won't be possible to study. So we have to prepare notes for all the subjects so that we can use it for revision purpose, especially during the 1.5 days. So now some tips on preparing notes. So for example, if you are preparing notes for say suppose financial reporting, so for that you will note down the Ind AS number and Ind AS names in one place, and whatever key concepts are there relating to Ind AS, you will make notes of that also. Because for financial reporting, as we are aware that major portion of the syllabus consists of Ind AS itself. And apart from this, if there are any particular formats, you can note down that format also in one place. And also if there are any formulas, you can note that down as well. And then for subject like advanced financial management, in this both theory and practical, both questions will come for this subject. So while making notes for theory portion, whatever key concepts are there, you can note that down. And for practical portion, whatever important formulas are there, you can note that down in one place, which you will be using for revision later on. And then for auditing, you can note down the standards on auditing number and name, and also the key concepts relating to that, because you will be quoting this in the answer in your exam. And apart from this, the professional ethics part is also very important. So make notes for that also. And then for provisional based subjects like direct tax and indirect tax, you can note down the section number, provisions and different rules in one place. and this you can use for revision purposes later on. And then for IBS, previously I have made a video where in detail I have discussed as to how to score 70% in IBS, tips and tricks to score 70 in IBS. So I will attach that video in the end screen. You can watch it from there. So in that video, I have discussed the detailed strategy as to how you can score well in IBS subject. And the next important point is to practice MCQ. So for each of the subject, MCQ is for 30 marks, and in IBS, MCQ is for 40 marks. So it is very important to practice different types of MCQ. So now coming to the sources, different sources from where you will be practicing MCQ. One is your MCQ portal, which is available in the BOS knowledge portal. So when you log in into the BOS knowledge portal, there you can find the MCQ portal. So there for each subject, different types of MCQs are available. You can practice from there. Apart from that, recently the institute has released the case scenario booklet. So there we have case scenario MCQ, and in most of the exam, case scenario MCQ will be asked. So practice that as well. And previously I had made a video on different sources from where you can practice MCQ. I will add that also to the end screen. So please go through that video and practice MCQ from different sources. And the next important point is do not do selective study. It is very important to study all the chapters from the syllabus, because questions can be asked from any chapter. And the next important point is to do written practice, because as we all are aware, most of the times the question paper will be lengthy. Hence, during our study leave, if we have done sufficient written practice, then in the exam we'll be able to write fast and also legibly. So for this, one tip is, suppose you're solving any question for financial reporting, for example. So what we will do is, suppose you are solving from chapter consolidation. So first we will go through the previous year paper or the mock test paper, and then we will estimate as to for how much marks the question might come in the exam. And depending on the marks for which the question will come in the exam, we have to allocate an estimated time. And then we can keep a timer and we'll have to solve that question within that stipulated time when we are practicing in our study leave. And then we have to strictly adhere to that time. And after we practice writing that answer, we'll have to compare our answer with the ICA answer or the revision test paper, mock test paper, depending on whatever we are solving. And suppose we have gone wrong in any important step, because of which our final answer is not right. At that time, whichever step we have gone wrong, we can practice writing again. So in this way, you can enhance your writing skills. The next important point is to attempt the mock test paper. So there will be two series of mock test paper. Ensure you attend both the series of mock test papers. So now coming to the study plan, first let's see the outline of this plan. So the plan is starting from 20th June, and totally there are 5 study slots in the plan. Out of these 4 study slots are of 3 hours each, and the 5th study slot is of 1 hour. So let's see now. So slot number 1 is from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and slot 2 is from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and slot 3 is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and slot number 4 is from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and slot number 5 is from 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. You can customize this study plan as per your requirement. Suppose you like to study in the late night, then you can keep the slots later at the night and you can start a little late in the morning. But one thing you should ensure is, between each slot there should be sufficient break time so that you do not get bored. And also there should be sufficient time allocated for sleep as well. Even during study leave, it is important to catch up on 6 to 7 hours of good sleep, because when you sleep well, your mind will be fresh and next day you will be able to study better. So it is very important to take care of your health also during the study leave. So now let's go ahead and decode this study plan. So in this study plan, the 5th slot, which is of 1 hour. This we have kept common throughout the study plan. So throughout the study plan, this fifth slot will be used for practicing MCQ. Different types of MCQ, case scenario MCQ from the MCQ portal and also from the case scenario booklet. Because MCQ portion is very important. And if you have answered correctly, you will easily get full marks. There is no negative marking also. Hence, for all the 75 days, this fifth slot we have kept consistent. Try to practice as many MCQ as possible. So this will increase your speed and accuracy of solving the MCQ in the exam. Now from 20th June to 24th June, that is the first 5 days. So here you will be studying auditing and FR. So in slot 1 you will study audit. In slot number 2 and 3 you will study FR. Then in slot 4 again you will study audit. So we have tried to keep 2 subjects per day so that we are not bored of studying the same subject. And also we have tried to keep 1 theory and 1 practical subject also. So request you all to pause the video at relevant places and note down this study plan. Then from 25th June to 29th June, the next 5 days. So here we'll be studying DT and IDT. So in slot 1 and slot 2 you will study DT, and then in slot 3 and slot 4 you will study IDT. Then from 30th June to 4th July, the next 5 days, here you will be studying IBS and AFM. So in slot 1 you will study IBS, in slot 2 and slot 3 you will study AFM, and in slot 4 again you will study IBS. So here I have opened the BOS knowledge portal. Here you can find the case studies for paper 6 IBS. So click on that and scroll down. Here you will find the case study digest. And apart from that, whatever case studies were given in the student journal, that is also available here. So please go through this. And apart from this, there are some additional case studies. There are some notes, assignments and additional guidance also. So for IBS subject, it is very important to go through all of this. So as we all are aware that the passing criteria is like for per subject we have to get 40 marks. But altogether we have to get aggregate 50%. Hence it is important to start studying all the subjects and we have to ensure we complete all the subject in equal proportion. Because it shouldn't happen like suppose we start studying FR first and 10 days we spend in studying FR. Then we go to paper 2 AFM. We spend 10 more days again on that. And similarly, by the time we reach, suppose the last subject IBS, there is no time left to go through this IBS subject. And in case we score less than 40 in this, it will be still considered fail. So one important strategy while studying for CA exam is to start studying all the subjects and we have to complete each subject in equal proportion because the aggregate has to be 50 at the end of the day. Now from 5th July to 9th July, the next 5 days, here you will be studying auditing and FR. So in slot 1 you will study auditing, in slot 2 and slot 3 you will study FR, then in slot 4 again you will study auditing. Then from 10th July to 14th July, here you will study DT and IDT. So in slot 1 and slot 2 you will study DT and in slot 3 and slot 4 you will study IDT. Then from 15 July to 19 July, here you will study IBS and AFM. So in slot 1 you will study IBS, in slot 2 and slot 3 you will study AFM, then in slot 4 again you will continue with IBS. So by 19 July, that is the first 30 days, you should have completed the first round of your study. Then from 20th July, you will be starting with your revision. So before starting your revision, one suggestion is you can go through the section-wise weightages, which is available on the BOS Knowledge portal. And then while revising, you can first revise the chapters with highest weightage. And then you can revise the other chapters. However, we have to revise all the chapters. We shouldn't do selective study. But chapters with highest weightage can be given more importance. So from 20th July to 23rd July, here you will be revising auditing and FR. So in slot 1 you will revise audit. In slot 2 and slot 3 you will revise FR. Then in slot 4 again you will be revising auditing. Then from 24th July to 27th July, here you will revise DT and IDT. So in slot 1 and slot 2 you will revise DT, and in slot 3 and slot 4 you will revise IDT. Then from 28th July to 31st July, here you will revise IBS and AFM. So in slot 1 you will revise IBS, in slot 2 and slot 3 you will revise AFM, and in slot 4 again you will revise IBS. Then from 1st August to 6th August, the next 6 days, here you will be revising each of the subject in slot 1 and slot 2. That is on 1st August you will revise FR, on 2nd August you will revise AFM and so on. Then in slot number 3, here you will attempt the mock test paper 1. So this is the same time as the exam time, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And for IBS you can take from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now some tips while attempting the mock test paper. So you have to attempt the mock test paper in exam-like condition itself. That is, do not refer any notebook and strictly adhere to the 3 or 4 hours time. That is, for all the other subjects 3 hours and for IBS 4 hours. Ensure you complete the paper within the stipulated time period. And then in the 4th study slot, here you will be analyzing your answers of the mock test paper. So after each series of mock test paper, the ICI will host the answers also. So after you write your mock test paper, compare your answer with the ICI answer and see what errors you have done. Whether it's presentation mistake or whether it's any common silly mistake or whether you require more conceptual clarity, whatever the errors are, note it down in a notebook so that you can rectify on those errors. Because there is no point in being sad or disheartened in case we score less in the mock test paper. So instead of that, it's better we note down what is our mistake and we have to take action as to how to correct it. So in the further days when we'll be revising, we'll be considering this also. And one more suggestion is, this is from my personal experience. So in case you start studying late or due to time crunch, you do not get time to attempt the mock test paper, what you can do is at least study the mock test paper once. Just like you're studying any other chapter, you can study the mock test paper once. Sometimes similar questions might come in the exam. So if you cannot attempt the mock test paper, at least go through the mock test paper once. Then from 7th August to 9th August, here you will revise FR and auditing. So in slot 1 you will revise audit, in slot 2 and 3 you will revise FR, and in slot 4 again you will revise audit. Then from 10th August to 12th August, here you will revise DT and IDT. So in slot 1 and 2 you will revise DT, and in slot 3 and slot 4 you will revise IDT. So now when we are revising, we have to incorporate whatever analysis we have made from the MTP1 that we have written. So whatever errors we would have done, we'll try to correct on those errors when we revise now. And then from 13th to 15th August, here we will revise IBS and AFM. So in slot 1 you will revise IBS, in slot 2 and 3 you will revise AFM, and then in slot 4 again you will revise IBS. So first when you are revising, that is from 20th July when you will be revising, first you will revise those with highest weightage. Then you will be attempting the mock test paper 1. After that, whatever analysis you have derived from your mock test paper, you will make those corrections in your further revision from 7th August. So like this, strategically we have to study for the final exam. Then from 16th August to 21st August, here you will revise each of the subject in slot 1 and slot 2. That is on 16th August you will revise FR. On 17th August you will revise AFM and so on. Then in slot number 3 you will be attempting the mock test paper 2. So this also we have kept same as exam time. In this also you will have to follow the same tips that we discussed during the mock test paper 1. And then in the 4th slot, you will do the analysis of your mock test paper answers, just like you did in your mock test paper 1, and you will note that down also. So after you write the mock test paper 1, you would have already analyzed and you would have mitigated almost all the errors whatever occurred that time. So if anything else is pending and if any new error occurs, or if anything from your previous analysis is still left over, that you will correct in the further days. So from 22nd August when you are revising, whatever remaining chapters are left, that you will revise, and also if there is anything else left in the mock test paper analysis, that you can go through that also. So from 22nd August to 24th August you will revise auditing and FR. In slot 1 you will revise auditing, in slot 2 and 3 you will revise FR, and in slot 4 you will revise auditing. Then from 25th to 27th August, here you will revise DT and IDT. So in slot 1 and 2 you will revise DT, and in slot 3 and 4 you will revise IDT. Then from 28th to 30th August, here you will revise IBS and AFM. So in slot 1 you will revise IBS, in slot 2 and 3 you will revise AFM, and in slot 4 you will revise IBS again. Now only 3 days will be left for your exam, 31st August, 1st September and 2nd September. So the exam is starting from 3rd September. So here these last 3 days you will start preparing for paper 1 FR. So it is always better to start preparing early for the first paper, because you will be more confident and this will be a positive start for your exams. So this will enhance your confidence for the other exams also. That's why a suggestion is to always start preparing earlier for the first exam, so that this can build a positive momentum for the rest of the exams as well. So I hope you all have noted down this study plan. And that's it guys, that's your complete 75-day roadmap to conquer CA final. Remember, consistency is your best friend. Even one solid day at a time brings you closer to that dream result. If you found this planner helpful, do like the video and share it with your CA final friends. And also subscribe to my channel for more strategic guidance. Until next time, stay focused and keep believing in yourself. All the best for your preparation, and I will see you all in the next video.